Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Ferran Torres, as new reports are claiming that Barca want to sell the misfiring forward for 40 million euros or possibly a loan deal for the player for 2 years. We are going to be discussing more on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this other transfer news claiming that this 18-year-old former Chelsea winger snubs Barcelona in favor of Belgian club Anderlecht. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Every passing day increases the pressure on Barcelona's administration to work on the departure front. Indeed, the Catalans have made tangible moves in terms of player sales. However, what has been achieved is nowhere close to the number required by a club under financial stress. According to reports from Catalan outlet Sport, Barcelona see it as inevitable that they facilitate one big departure from the forward line. Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres stood as the best placed prospects to leave, but the club's former's name is temporarily off the table. The report thus emphasizes that Ferran Torres is the one whose departure the administration pushes for. As it stands, they consider two options for the Spanish winger future. Barcelona are willing to allow Ferran Torres to leave on a loan move if the duration of this move is at least 2 years. Else, they will consider a permanent transfer if any party is willing to offer 40 million euros. The second option appears highly improbable at the moment, considering that the former Manchester City star's value has dropped since his move to Barcelona. There are, however, multiple parties are interested in the former proposal, especially from Italy and Spain. Atletico Madrid and Villarreal are some of the clubs interested in Torres' profile and remain contenders for his signing. However, the Yellow Submarines find themselves at the disadvantage, for they cannot afford the Spaniard's wages. Torres has been reluctant to leave the club and is not willing to listen to any proposals that come in for him this summer. The onus is thus now on Barcelona to convince their star winger to leave. The player is currently focused on proving his worth under Xavi Hernandez, but a departure would be the best solution for all parties involved, given his game time will be limited. Of course, Ferran Torres is one of those players that were having poor performances last season, and there were a lot of rumors about the player's departure from the club in the summer. But so far, Barca have not been able to push him out. The player, on multiple occasions, we have heard him saying that he wants to disprove Xavi, he wants to improve his game, he knows that he was poor last season and he wants to. That's how all of them are saying. Every out of every star will come out and say he wants to stay and he wants to improve his game and so on and so forth. But Barca don't see that one as anything, because considering the fact that the club is going through financial turmoil, we're going through a lot of constraints in the financial sphere. We need to get rid of some of these unwanted stars. Because honestly, I don't think Ferran Torres should stay. That's my opinion. I don't think Ferran Torres should stay. Barca should look for all the means to tell him to leave. The fact that yes, he still has a contract, he has every right to say he will stay and nothing will happen. But this is all about trying to come to an agreement, which so far have not been easy. Because as I earlier said, in the departure fronts, the expectations that were high that Barca will kick out some of these players when the summer comes, it haven't been met. It hasn't been met, and it's so disappointing. That is why Barca can't push for more signings, because player sales have been very slow. And that is why there is a huge problem in bringing in new players. Talk less of even registering the new ones that have been bought so far. The likes of Gundogan, the likes of Inigo Martinez, the likes of, Oriol Romeo have not been registered. Why? because player sales are needed and they haven't been carried out. And further, we can't sign more players when the wage book is already close and tight. And that's where there's a big problem. So Barca are contemplating of, if they see that there is nobody to buy Ferran Torres on a permanent deal, then Barca are also open to a possible loan. And they say that loan should be at least 2 years. So let's see how it goes for Ferran's future. Then on to the next story of discussion. In a surprise twist, FC Barcelona are set to miss out on the capture of former Chelsea winger Tudor Idowu as he reaches an agreement to join Anderlecht, according to Tony Juanmati. The 18-year-old winger came through the youth ranks of Chelsea's youth academy and was regarded as one of the finest prospects to have emerged from Cobham in recent years. While he had not made a first-team debut for the Blues, Mendel Idowu has scored 13 goals and set up 6 more from 35 games for the club's under-18 side. However, upon the expiry of his contract, the Englishman decided not to renew with Chelsea and has been attracting serious interest from several clubs, including Barca. In fact, reports early this year suggested that the La Liga champions had reached verbal agreement with Mendel Idowu over a Bosman move to Catalonia imminently. The plan was for the winger to be part of the Barca Athletic squad before eventually being promoted to the first team based on his development. But only last week, the threat of Anderlecht emerged. The Belgian Giants were reportedly ready to offer a spot in the first team squad for Mendel Idowu right away, while also handling him a better pay packet. And it now appears that Anderlecht have been successful in their hijack attempt. Indeed, Mendel Idowu has reached an agreement with the Belgian outfit to join them and is set to prepare his medical imminently before the move is made official. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.